I have all my young friends in the $25 seats. I was talking in upstate New York on one occasion, and I went into the barber shop in the afternoon of the lecture. The barber did not recognize me. He said, "Are you going to that lecture tonight by Bishop Sheen?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Do you have a ticket?" I said, "No, I don't." Well, he said, "All the tickets have been sold. You probably will have to stand." I said, "You know, it's a peculiar thing that every time I go to hear that man talk, I always have to stand." I overheard a conversation on the plane the other day. Two women in front of me, and one woman said to the other, "Oh, what a beautiful diamond you have, Mrs. Plotnick." "Yes," Mrs. Plotnick said, "it's a 40-carat diamond. I'd love to have a diamond like that." "No," said Mrs. Plotnick, "it's like the Hope diamond. It has a curse on it." "What's the curse?" "Mr. Plotnick." In a certain parish, a couple had taken a lottery ticket, and they won. The husband, however, was getting along in years and was suffering from heart trouble. And the wife was afraid that if she told her husband that he had won $50,000, that he would really die of heart trouble. So she went to the pastor and she said, "Father, I wish you would break the news to him in such a way that it would not kill him." So the pastor spoke about many odd things, and finally he said to the man, "Suppose you won $50,000 in a lottery. What would you do with it?" "Oh," he said, "I'd give it to you, Father." Then the priest dropped dead. Here's a story for the little children. There's a restaurant in New York that promises to give $1,000 to anyone who can order something they do not have in the restaurant. This man went in and ordered an elephant ear on raisin bread. The waiter said, "Do you want an Indian elephant ear or an African elephant ear?" Oh, he said, "I don't care, as long as it's an elephant ear on raisin bread." The waiter came back with $1,000. He said, "You didn't have the elephant ear?" "Oh, yes, we had that, but we didn't have the raisin bread." There perhaps is no word more often used in our language than the word love. And today it is so often stated, anything is all right provided you love. Now let me tell you that is not true. Because love is not quite that simple. Unfortunately, we have only one word in the English language for love. And think of the ways we have to use it. I love the New York Mets. I love pickles. I love chickens. I love God. See how confusing it is? The Greeks had 3 different words for love. And I'm going to give you those three Greek words tonight. I asked Monsignor before I came out, how many in his parish and in this area did he think had forgotten their classical Greek? He said, not over 12. So if the rest of you will excuse, I will interpret for those 12 the meaning of the three Greek words. The first Greek word for love is eros, E-R-O-S, eros. It simply means friendship, human love. Eros was that little Greek god that used to shoot arrows into the earth to make the earth fertile. Eros was not something that pushed us toward an object. It was something that pulled us. It was attractive. For example, the love of a person, the love of art, the love of philosophy, the love of the good life. All that was eros. To give you an example of that love, here is the engagement of G.K. Chesterton. If there are any unmarried men in this audience who have not yet proposed and who intend to, I would suggest that they take this down in shorthand. And all of you married women will regret that your proposal was not in this language. Chesterton wrote to his future wife, or spoke to her, and said, "There are 4 great lamps of thanksgiving burning before me. The first, that I was born out of the same earth as you. 2, I have tried to love everything in the universe as a remote preparation for loving you. 3, I have never run after strange women. You cannot understand how much this prepares a man for true love. 4, my life ends here. It has led me to you." That is eros. I once asked a husband what he would like to be if he could come back to this earth 2 years after he died, and he said, "My wife's second husband." And that is eros.